Okay, we have a box here that fell in the wall. And we'll get it all taken apart here.
That noise.
If it sounds like a dehumidifier or something like that, or a fan. Ice cream fixes everything, I've heard.
That didn't make that noise before, did it?
No.
When we turned the power on, maybe?
Well, here's something that's no good. Look at all that copper showing behind that wire nut there. Four wires in this box. Okay, let's see how they did on all the
Wire it up the same way. Huh?
Yeah, I am, yeah.
Yeah, it just went off then.
Oh, do you have a bottle of water?
No, they don't have anything here, bud.
Huh.
The house is empty.
Oh. Do you have any wing red wire nuts?
Red?
Yeah, with the wings on them.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Yep. Yep.
How many?
2. Okay, thank you. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, watch the pile now.
Yeah. So maybe I might have to just break it apart.
That'll be all right too.
There it is.
Yeah, boy, they shouldn't be breaking that easy, should they?
No. This is even a different material. This is the,
That's the same as the ones that were broken.
no, this is a different, the other ones were black and they're a different kind of plastic than this.
They both seem to be falling apart.
There it is. See how we broke that box apart to get it out. Get our wires up here. Here in the country I was born in, we use 12 American wire gauge on 20 amps, 14 American wire gauge on 15 amps. Black is live, white is neutral, the bare, the green is the ground. Red and blue are also live colors. However, you may find white live on a 110, 120 volt switch loop or on a 220, 240 volt circuit where the appliance does not require a neutral. Oh wow, we have nice slack now. It's going to be easier to put together and put in. Good. So now I'm going to just hold my new box up to this and see if these tabs are going to hold. Nope, so we're going to have to do like a very thin piece of wood across here and across here. Do you have any thin?
Yeah, you should have said that when we were at the house.
We weren't sure if we were going to need it though. So we're going to strip our wire back a little bit here.
How about this, one of these? Pretty strong.
Okay. Let's see what that is. Okay, yes, you can use 2 of those.
Yeah, but can we use the width right here?
Yeah, we'll have to cut it so it's behind the box, so like maybe 2-inch long, 2-inch wide strips.
So we gotta go get a knife.
Slap them on. This wire looks practically new. Just a different vendor. So this box has bigger tabs on it, so we can get a piece of plastic behind it to support it better. So we'll put our wires in, we'll go in through the bottom here.
How wide do you want the?
Okay, I'm going to say maybe a 1/4 inch wide or 1/2 inch wider than the width of the box. And about
So
maybe,
in other words, that's even, so you want it running past this way?
yes, but just,
So 1/4 inch on each side?
yes,
And just something big enough
yeah,
to go above that.
yeah. Okay, we're going to tape our jackets together here so we can keep our wires even here. So when we go to fold these into our box, it'll be easier to put in.
Oh, you're not using this box?
No, but that's, I'm just gave that to you to use for for the sample. Because this has the bigger ears that will hold it.
Where's that tape on there?
I'll show
Was that
you.
on there before?
No, I'll show you why I put it on so that,
You had a little cut or something there?
well, I'll show you. Okay, so the reason I put the tape on is so that
When it hits that hole?
so it stays in the hole and doesn't move around too much, so that when I push this in, I don't bring a whole bunch of jacket in. Then I can't.
I got you. You explained it.
All right. Okay, there's that one.
So there's 3 wires coming in.
Yeah. So now what I'm going to do is tape them together here so that they all
They don't run?
run inside the box, and I have a whole bunch of jacket I can't get to strip in the back of the box.
Little trick, huh?
Yes. This is the first time I've done this. This is going to be an extra good video. Okay, now I'm just going to see how this fits in here. Okay, yeah, it's going to fit pretty good. So let's see that box here. I'm going to put the wings on.
There's these things.
Okay.
So you're putting the wings from that one on the other one?
Yeah. Because see how the ears are bigger on this other box?
Yeah.
So we take the wings off that box because we have more tab here to grab into. But don't throw this box away. You could use it with the tab or the other things there.
And I got all those things down. That was from like garage sales and leftover stuff. I just buy new stuff now anyway. Usually. If I'm going to the store.
Okay, so I'm going to wire this before I fasten this box all into place. So we'll get our ground wires all together here.
I got some of those plug-in things too, yeah.
So plug-in connectors.
Yeah.
Do you have one with four
4?
cuff ports?
Maybe.
3. No, 2. Make sure you don't cut your ground wire when you do the other one you're using. Okay, is that 3 or 4?
4.
Good, good. That'll make hooking the outlet up easier. Okay, so I need find my green cap. Here it is. So this is how you leave one longer to go to your device. I like how there was more slack back here so I could...
Yeah, usually a lot of the old timers don't leave much.
Mm-hmm.
I noticed when I was doing some electrical. Holy crap. Yeah, they're pretty, they get tight quarters.
Yeah. There it goes. Get nice and tight. There we go. Now we can fold our ground wire back into our box.
Suppose you can use the other box, you got a lot more
Oh, but
room in the back.
the tabs wouldn't be tall enough though. There we go, there's our ground wire. Okay, so now we'll hook our tails up. That might just fit in there good with those tab things on there. But I'm going to wire it first before I fasten it in, so that way we don't break apart the tabs. See what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm tired, I'm going all day,
Okay, so we'll cut all our wires here. And we're going to use one with the 4 ports. And we do use wire nuts here in the country I was born in. But these are handy for this case since we have a lot of wires in the box.
So what country were you born in?
The United States.
Well,
So we'll make sure our tails are nice and straight here. What would have you done when you got up to this outlet?
huh?
What would have you done if you when you got to this outlet? Making sure it's the
What I
right.
have done?
Make sure insulation is going to get into our yellow part here. Make sure insulation goes up into the yellow. And our copper comes up to the end here. Okay, we make sure our copper comes up to the top. Make sure it's in all the way. Make sure our copper is coming up to the top. We'll get our tail out of here. Okay, well, just check our length, make sure it's going to be good. We'll put it in. If that bends, you got to take it out and straighten it. Okay, we're going to look, just make sure all our insulation is in, our copper's down to the bottom. And we can push this back into our box. So we have our neutral and our ground.
Cut them all up.
I shortened them up. Shorten them all up. If you have too much wire, you won't be able to get it in the box. But you want to have enough to make your connections.
Fine line right there.
Yes. And I'll just hold it up to our Wago, make sure, okay, it's slightly long. Not a lot, like Okay, so now we can start putting our wires in. Yeah, it's still a little long there. Push, make sure our copper comes to the top and our insulation gets into the yellow. Get our other one in here. Make sure copper gets down to the bottom here. Get our third one in here, third one in here. Make sure our copper comes down to the bottom here. Not going to push too hard, squeeze too hard on this wire. Just push it in. Now I get that copper to come down all the way down to the bottom. And it's not doing what we want. So we'll just take it off and I'll just go, maybe it got twisted a little bit. So I'll just start from here. There we go, that's what we want. Okay, there we go, that's what we want there. All the way down to the bottom. There we go, we got all three wires down to the bottom and our insulation is in up here. And we'll get our black wire tail out.
I noticed when you twist that type of connection,
Well, I had
they
to,
come out.
yeah,
You know that?
yeah. But I had to pull on it some to make
Yeah,
it come.
be careful, yeah.
Okay, so now we'll get our fourth one in. I'll just make sure it's long enough and not too short. And our insulation is going to get down into the yellow. Push it in. There we go. We got all four of our wires down to the bottom here, and our insulation is in the yellow. So now we can fold this into our box. So now I can use the wall to push again. So as I push this into our spot, now we'll hook our outlet up. So here in the country I was born in, the white is neutral, and it goes on the silver colored screw. Silver screw, the wider slot, the black goes on the brass screw, the narrow slot, and the ground goes on the green screw. Alrighty. They have the ground holes down over here, so I'll hook our, I'm going to shorten this up some.
See, all the other ones are up.
Yeah, but these two are down. They were down and over here.
I think the two you did, you put them down. Smiley face?
Yeah, but these two, when I took them down, they're out, they were down. Close our loop, the direction our screw turns. Make sure it's tight. Okay, now we'll get our white onto our silver screw. Okay, so bring it back, make sure copper is under the screw head all the way around and our insulation's not pinched under the screw head. That's what we want, like that. We'll bring it around like this. Yeah, we're gonna have to put this one up because the ground wire is gonna be too short to put it down.
Nobody really matters, does it?
No, there's no code on that. Personal choice it is. Okay, close the loop the direction your screw turns. Okay, now we can push our device into our box here, and we'll screw it into our box.
There's some tight stuff there, bud.
Yes, it is kind of tight. But I'm going to put it up here so I don't have to... Yeah, we'll fit. All right. What?
She's giving you a hard time.
Yeah. I'm going to make sure. Yeah, I'm going to put the ground hole up so that the ground wire stays away from our connections here. The way we want it to.
Watch the wires.
There it is.
You gotta watch the wires when you do that.
Okay.
I've seen them snap off before. Bending around.
Okay, there it goes. Okay, we got our ground wire up away from everything here.
What is that?
I couldn't hear.
What was that? Yours? Or?
No, it was, I heard something, but I don't know what it was. Okay, so we're putting this together outside the wall so we don't bust up our plaster. Alright. This wire is practically new, so you don't have to worry about it cracking and breaking like the older wire like 20 years ago when it was cloth and rubber. Okay, so we're going to get it into our box here. Now the box we had taken out was broken, so what we're going to do is we're going to put this little piece of plastic under this here like this. And then it's tightening up into the wall. And we'll do the same. This one up here, put a little piece of plastic behind it, will fit behind the cover of the outlet. Yes, it is.
There you go. Don't over tighten, don't break.
Yeah. And you could put some caulk along there to give it a little extra support. Let's put our cover on and see how it looks. How does it look?
Yeah. Box was a little bottom right. See if you can get that over.
Twist it like that.
I think take the cover off
Yeah,
and loosen the bottom screw
yeah.
and pull it to the left.
Pull it to the left, okay.
See how it's running down to the right? No,
Yeah.
not that, no, just the outlet.
Oh, okay.
There, keep it to the left. Yeah,
Okay, then.
not that one.
No, I'll just put it back. Okay.
Does that look better?
Yeah.
Yeah, that looks.
Okay, now do you have some caulk you can put along here?
No, it's all right.
Okay.
I'll use that.
Because I'll give it a little extra support. Then maybe if you'd like put a little bit of caulk across
No,
this.
just, I might do it tomorrow.
Okay, yeah, just to give it a little extra support.
There.
So this is what was broken off on the box that we took out. See how that broke off? It's just a little piece of metal that goes down into the bakelite there.
Turn this on now.
Yes.
Try your fan. Right behind you.
Yep. Okay, and I'll plug the fan in.
Good. And the top one? Good.
Good.
Oh, man, look at that.
Alrighty.
We're back in business.
Good.
Back in business.
Good.